Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
You take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day,
Or just to say good morning.
so get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's
Showtime! Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe morning show with the Brew Crew. I gotta tell you, got a lot of exciting news
Please
happening.
share. What you got
Number
cooking?
one, numero uno.
Yes.
The Jets won yesterday. baby.
Congratulations to you.
My man, Mr. White, came in and he played like a guy who's been waiting 4 years to play, because that's what he's been waiting. And he lit it up. He looked like the kid from Alabama that plays for the Patriots, which I love that kid. I can't stand the Patriots, but that kid, I'm gonna tell you something. That kid's a winner.
Yeah.
And he's going to do real well.
Well,
He
you know,
beat the
Alabama.
Chargers. He's going to do real well. He was the right pick, not. And I'm not going to say nothing more because people get mad at me. But anyway, the Jets won. My Knicks held on to win. My Rangers won. All I need is the Giants to beat the KC Chiefs
You
tonight.
don't like any Florida teams?
Who?
Who?
Just
What?
a hater.
What is that, Slip?
Just a hater. That's all he is.
The Bills took care of business. My New York Bills beat up on the Squish the Fish. Squish the Fish. Squishy,
It must have been so bad that Aaron said that they have decided they're not going to watch any more Dolphin games to watch them lose. They can always watch the recap if they win.
That's exactly.
Fair weather fans, huh?
That's what I said. That's what I'm doing right now. There's no.
I'm going to tell you. I was working. I was moving, I was grooving, I was out and about, and the Jets were playing, and I was watching it on my phone,
Yeah.
because I have ways, and I'm watching like this. And every time I watch, something bad happens.
What's their record?
Oh, they're only 2-5, 2 wins,
Well,
5
Dolphins are
losses.
1-7.
But it doesn't matter because I think the Jets are going to win again Thursday. I
They
think
play
the
again
Jets,
Thursday night?
Yes, if this kid is not, you should have seen some of the plays they ran. This is what I'm impressed about. Because I always scream that if you have a weak team, you got to get creative. They were doing double reverses, they were passing. They learned from the Patriots massacre, when the Patriots beat up the Jets 52 to whatever. They learned that when you don't have outstanding players, you got to use trickery. Now, the Bengals were number 1 in the AFC. They won a 3-game winning streak. They were number 2 defense in the AFC. And this kid lit him up for 405 yards. Again, kudos. You got to tip your hat. It could be one game. I don't care. You got to tip your hat. And I'm very excited about that because you know what they say?
What did I say?
When your football team wins, you have a good week. And I feel bad for Slick. I've been telling him to come over to the other side.
I was like, you're going
I've
to the
been
dark
watching
side of the
basketball.
Jets?
I've been watching basketball.
Oh, the Miami Heat.
How'd the Heat do?
They've been doing
Slick, me and you got to buy tickets to go see the Heat and the Knicks. If the Knicks are still winning, because you know the Heat are a good team.
You gonna go with Slick to the
We'll go
basketball
now.
game?
We'll go
Down to Miami?
I gotta take him to see a game.
Wow,
It may
Slick.
be the nosebleeds, but if I take Sarah, my daughter, she always gets sat in the lower section. I don't know what it is about that kid. Always gets winning tickets from the ticket ferry. You know the ticket ferry?
Sarah has a ticket ferry, I guess.
Her shoulder. We went. I was above the nosebleeds, and the ticket ferry told Sarah, "Why don't you take the 6 of you down by courtside?"
Wow.
And it was a playoff game, the Knicks and the Heat. I was sitting like this, and the owner of the seat was there, and I was negotiating with her, but I kept screaming because the Knicks were winning in the first half. And she says, "Oh, no, never mind. You're too much of a Nick fan."
Too much. Yeah.
If I had been,
You and the Knicks and Slick in the Heat.
yeah, and we're gonna go out dressed in garb and war paint.
War paint?
War-
I can't do war paint.
Yes, you can. You
I'll-
can put
I'll
a
do
red and white face
I would do a
on.
nice Dwayne Wade jersey, and can't do war paint. I can't really do that.
Why?
I've been to the or FTX or AAA.
Don't you know who our war paint expert is?
Oh,
Alana.
Alana?
You.
Oh.
Isn't that what you did?
Yeah, I did that. I
Didn't you do that at University of Miami?
No, I did that as a side hustle when raising my kids. It
Now,
was my side hustle.
now, because today's show is going to be short because we have to go pick up some art. But I have to give a public apology to Slick and Dawn. And I'm going to tell you something. This is not easy for me to do.
Wow.
But I have to give a public apology.
Really? Why?
I gotta take this in.
Alana's even listening.
Over the weekend,
I gotta take this
over
in.
the weekend, starting Friday, I didn't watch it once, twice, 3 times.
Oh,
times.
really?
I watched it last night again.
Piragua Man.
I watched The Heights. And I'm going to tell you something. I cried, I laughed, and I cheered. You know why?
Wow.
I didn't watch the movie before. I heard what other people said.
You can't listen.
But
to
if
it.
you grew up in The Heights,
It was
you
beautiful.
understood what this movie was about. See, nobody told me. I mean, over here, Piragua and
We
Bodega.
tried to tell you.
But you guys didn't tell me what the
That's why the
significance-
bodega thing from you.
The bodega thing, that's right.
I
The
told
I
you
tell
we are a bodega.
I want to be the bodega man.
That is why this is the bodega. We bring hopes and dreams to fruition. Everything is here.
This is the bodega.
This is the
Correct.
bodega.
And that kid, that whole, and Linda goes, "Are they gonna sing through this whole thing?" I said, "Shh."
I love it. I love
It was
this.
great, right?
I gotta tell you, one of the best movies put together of significance. It isn't a great movie, but if you are part in the era of Dominican culture, Latino culture, it's like West Side Story all over again.
Well,
for
the
me.
end, right, with the bodega and everything that was in it was just like our studio. A little bit of art, a little bit of coffee, some friends, some balloons,
Some clothes.
some clothes. It's
It had
all
everything.
there, right?
But it's in that store of hope. It's the store of giving. The bodega. I want this to become La Bodega.
That's why the Freddy's
Let's
Bodega.
change the name in the front to La Bodega.
The name that we don't have.
I mean, we don't have. What difference
That's why we
does it
don't
make?
have a name.
We could put a banner
It
underneath
says La Bodega.
La Bodega. I gotta
Brooklyn
tell you
Bodega.
something. It is an unbelievable, and I gotta apologize because I made fun of the movie and I depicted as a that isn't what The Heights is, and it's exactly what The Heights is. And
Yes.
and Corpy, whose mother just passed, Juanita, may she rest in peace, just lost his mother a couple of weeks ago, calls me and tells me, this is like when we were auxiliaries up in the Heights at the 3-4. And I said, yep. He says, it brings a
He
tear to my
watched it with
eye.
you?
He watched it and told me, he says, it brings a tear to my eye how much you can love your homeland and how much you can love what's around you. And it changes your perspective on life when you do that. The great blackout of that year, 73, I was in Puerto Rico, I wasn't here. And my sister was here. And a lot of things, funky things happened in New York City during that blackout. A lot of landmarks like Alexander's was pulverized. A lot of different things, a lot of bad things happened until you see this movie. And I guarantee you, it's on HBO. Watch it, tape it,
Yes.
see it, sit back and
Piragua.
try to understand the Piragua man, because he told Mr. Softy at the end of the movie
Right?
that was funny.
You liked it, right? It was great.
But he's
It was a
real.
great
Piragua
movie.
was bigger in the ice than Mr. Softy and
But
Mr.
it was the whole
Human.
message, and it was so much like you and the studio.
I don't know
And now
about-
it makes sense as to why every corner and nook and cranny is filled in this space with something different. Halloween's coming down today, and Thanksgiving is going up tomorrow. We got the Bacons, Lady Ashley, and Big John are coming in to do some fall decorating.
And it's funny because look at the human the human storm over here. And it's funny because Lady Ashley and the Bacons come at a time which signifies everything we've always wanted to do. You know, we want to give you a chance. We want to give you hope. We want to give you a look-see. We want to give you a try. Any idea on the table goes, and we're here to help. And my goodness, they can throw a party like nobody else's business.
Pictures are great. If you see, our backdrop is a little bit different today. Alana, one of our producers, spent 6 or 7 hours in here Thursday rehanging the Aurora room. So Jay Harmon, when you come in this week, wow, we've got a COVID wall, we've got COVID man and the whole feeling of COVID, and then post-COVID. And then we've got horses and animal wall and the prairie. And then this is all our famous people wall.
And we got some new art coming in today. And you want to come in to see this.
We're going to go pick it
This
up, and
piece.
everything you see here is for sale.
And up on the rooftops over there, Louis came in and put in the nice little pieces. Now I'm ready to put my light show back there. I got stuff coming.
You got more stuff coming?
Oh, yeah, baby.
So it was a whole lot of fun. How was everyone's Halloween? Slick?
Halloween was good.
Did you dress up?
Me, I had to be Peter Parker again, so I did become Peter Parker again. I had my camera bag and my mask zip, but it was nice. Halloween was good.
You had your camera bag. And I saw Alana was Wednesday Addams, because I saw you and your mom in some great pictures.
I think she's still in character.
I'm not in a mood, Freddie. She
She's
keeps telling me I'm still in Halloween
she's
mode.
thinking she's got to take everything down and organize. She's in that thinking mood.
No, she's not. She looks like she hung out all weekend, and she's having the hangover. My son wrote on Twitter that today is Halloween hangover day, because Halloween was yesterday. A lot of parties went on, and I'm sniffing a little hangover.
I didn't drink at all yesterday.
You don't have to drink to be hungover. You can be
I was
mentally
very
fatigued.
tired yesterday. On Saturday, I went to a funeral home for a Halloween party.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Did
my
you go with
God.
Salsa?
No, Salsa had a different Halloween party. I think up in here. She went to a college Halloween party. I went to my work's Halloween
Oh
party,
my God.
but because my work is at a funeral home, we go full out. We
How was
make
it?
We pull out the casket. We like,
What?
oh, we make it so creepy.
I want a casket. Can I buy
How
a
was it?
casket?
Was it good?
Oh, it's so fun. We put drinks in like blood bags, and we had.
Oh my
Oh, we
God.
went full out. It was so funny.
That's
Can I get a-
creepy.
Can I get a casket?
On like
No.
the windows for arrangement rooms, we had like "You're Next" and like all these like bloody handprints.
You got
everywhere and
pictures?
Zombie feet.
I need to see pictures.
I do. I have a quick video. I do the screens. I found electronic screens. We have vertical TVs that we usually set the scenes for funeral services to make, sunflower fields or clouds, heavenly. I found a picture of this grudge type zombie walking forward, and then I found these two twins that look like they're from The Shining,
Oh my
like
God.
swaying behind curtains.
I want a casket.
No, not now.
Can I
Thank
get a
you very
casket?
much.
You
No.
have to wait till next Halloween.
Yeah, it's over.
I'm gonna have Louis build me one.
Oh my gosh. Lewis was here. Did you see up by the New Dawn Theater? You gotta look up.
It looks fantastic.
And you did not get on the ladder.
Yeah.
Who
Well,
hung them?
We had a contractor come in and hang them,
we have a handyman friend who comes in and he does most of the high stuff.
which was fantastic that he did that. The food was great from Boca's Kitchen. We have to return their platters to them.
Yes, we have to call them because they want to come back. Also, your brother, what's your brother's name?
Dylan.
Dylan was here on Thursday.
He swung back.
And we were talking, and Dylan had me go see Dunn.
How was it?
D-U-N-E, Dunn. 2.5 hours.
I knew you shouldn't have done that.
It was a good movie, though. But my God,
Did you stay awake?
my buttocks will never forgive me.
See, I can't stay awake for movies. That's the thing. I just
You have
do
to stay
not.
awake.
I
Dawn.
cannot
You
stay
have to
awake
stay
for
awake.
movies.
You cannot do this and go to sleep after 2.5 hours.
Oh my God, let me tell you what happened in my house. Okay, so you know I moved.
Yes.
You know the service industry these days is not very good. So day one, we've got the alarm company come out, and that was a whole sort of a debacle. They got to come back out. Day two, cable company sends out a company they work with to put in new cable for TV in different rooms. So after hours and hours of being able to do some and wanting to charge us more because whatever, we go out Saturday night, we come back, and I look up. He broke the ceiling.
Broke it?
What do you mean you
Broke it. I've got cracks in my ceiling, 3 of them, and one of the floodlights hanging because he must have missed a beam in the attic and walked on the ceiling.
Oh, he crushed the seat. Ooh, that's bad.
Yes.
You had to take that beam out, replace it. That's a nice $1,500 job.
So that is added
Did you
to.
sign a contract?
I don't think he signed. I don't know if Chuck signed a contract. I
Because
think
in
they
there,
came
there's
out.
a waiver.
You better pay for it.
Can you believe that? I looked up and there were 3 cracks in the ceiling. And it was like, wow. It's just like one thing after another. This is homeownership on steroids is what this is.
Did they come out to look at it? Because you know they ain't fixed it yet.
No, this was Saturday night.
Oh, so you're going to call them today? Not
Yep.
good. Not good to be you. It's okay.
Let me rephrase that. It's good to be me. It's not good to be Chuck right now. Let's rephrase that because me, Biagla, I call someone and go, can you come fix it? And we go
it's
from
fixable. If I were you,
there. It's all fixable.
If I were you, I would get them to come out and see if they're going to do it. And if they ask you to get somebody to do it and send them the bill, call Lewis. It's right up his alley.
So that is, they got to fix the knockdown. They got to fix the light.
Oh, they
and-
got to fix the knockdown too. Ooh.
Well, they almost came through the ceiling.
You know, I do knockdown.
Do you? You just knocked it down.
You take compound.
So I was thinking you going, and it just keeps going.
I'm not going to say nothing. I don't want to get involved in that.
Oh, yeah,
hornet
it
nest.
is just like, shoot, not good to be Chuck right now. Went to the home show yesterday. I saw our good friends from 2020 Vision. 2020 the game, sorry. Can't wait to get that commercial up and out on Comcast. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. They gave us some puzzles that we can do here on set. They want us
You
to
know,
put
I'm
some
not good
puzzles
with
together.
puzzles.
I'm not either, but let's see what we can do.
No, I usually pay people to do it, and then I tell my kids, look, I did it.
And then I saw our friends from your CBD store, Jay and Jerry, were there.
Ah.
So that was kind of cool. They've got all new products. I don't know if you talked to Ace at all anymore, Slick, but they got some new products, a new store they're opening.
That's good, but no, I haven't talked to them.
So
How are they doing?
they're doing well. They're opening a new store in Stewart. They've got their West Boca location. They've got their Boynton location. So they're doing really well. They've got their Singer Island location. They said that got them through the pandemic. And so things are rocking and rolling.
It's funny because I got messages over the weekend. You know, we started a new show on Fridays with Denise Carsell. And she brought in some friends that we've known. And I got a lot of texts. Oh, I see. It's funny. I've been doing this like almost 15 years, and now people see. I tell people I got a lot of friends.
Very nice.
But the interesting is that we have a meeting tomorrow. We's about to do our first Latin concert.
Ah, very cool.
And they got some players that want to come in and participate. So more on that to come. Good
I like
stuff.
it. We got some new artists in the house, which is very exciting. A new show starting on Thursday. Purposeful Nomad. So she's coming in today to do her elements.
Did you see I sent out those 5,000 likes and everything? Did you see how many came back? Oh my God, I want to thank you for doing that. I'm going to send it out again. Please like the page. Let's be supportive
The
of our new friend.
Purpose Nomad, which is so timely after a pandemic of what that is and what that looks like to go about and travel and why you do what you do and where we go and what it means to us to go and travel, men and women, with a purpose. And then once you get to another country, another city, it's to give back to that community. So you go, you travel for a purpose, and there's going to be a whole website with different places to go to give back, different communities, different organizations. Maybe you go to India and you want to feed the hungry, and there's going to be different organizations that they partner with so that you can go and give back with a purpose as you travel, so it's really, really exciting. Show starts this Thursday night at 6 o'clock.
And she's actually going to be traveling all over the world. Germany, Spain, just to name Paris, just to name a few things, because she wants to include this reach not only here locally, but all around the world.
So that's really exciting. That's starting Thursday. And so a lot of great stuff coming out as we go into fall and the holiday season. I'm telling you, you got to start shopping now, though, I think.
Now today, I don't know what channel we're going to put it on because it's Brazilian, it's Portuguese, but Mary, one of the in-house artists, has her debut show today.
So I have to ask you guys a question while we have Alana. Apparently they say goal setting is very important when you go about your day. People find more purpose when they set goals for their day than if they do not. So what do you think the most popular goal is that people set? Do you have a goal that you set daily?
I feel like mine wouldn't match what that one is. I feel like everybody has a fitness goal.
Yes. Fitness goals. Eating better, drinking more water, exercising more. How about you, Slick?
Oh, me? I'll just say be comfortable being uncomfortable. I'll say that's like the...
That's an internal goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Being comfortable, being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's learning how to.
No, not
He's
learning,
learning how
but
to
like
be.
that's like my main thing that always goes in my head. Like you have to reach that part of you have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, because you can't really expect things to happen your way, in a sense.
Never does. But you have to make it better when it doesn't. You know, that Doom picture that I saw, they're in this helicopter that looks like a dragonfly, and they're in a dust storm, and he hears a voice tell him, sometimes you have to do less to do more. Just follow the storm. So he turned the engines off, and the damn thing was flying around, and it flew him like 500 miles to safety, and then he turned the engines back on. And they crash landed anyway. But the bottom line here is that sometimes to be uncomfortable, you have to learn what uncomfortable means, and then you become comfortable.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Sometimes losing your balance is part of a balance to life.
That's right. That's true. It's very true. And I got to tell you, I have learned that sometimes doing means sitting. Listening means hear the silence. We've talked about all of this. Sometimes doing the opposite of what you think you should be doing is the right way to do this.
It's true. Just when you think you push and you push, you realize it's those little things that make the difference.
What's your goal?
Here it says, understand this was a study done in England. 19% chose cutting down on their weekly booze was a goal setting.
What's your goal?
Goal setting every day, purity of heart.
Mine is really simple.
I know that sounds like so sappy, but you know, there's so much in business that you always say it's business, you don't take it personally, but when you're trying to come out of a post-pandemic and you're trying to bring people's voices forward. Oh my gosh, speaking of bringing people's voices forward, did you see, and I can't remember her name, she was in there today. She was the aide to Hillary Clinton, and she just came out with a book. Oh my gosh, I'm going to look it up. Her name starts with a U. A2, I'm going to look it up. She wrote a book, and her whole life was about service to people. And her husband was the one that was running for mayor, and all those, here it is, Huma Abedin. So she was the aide to Hillary Clinton for many, many years, a personal aide. And then her husband is the one that came out with these explicit sex pictures when he was running for mayor. Yes, Abedin, So she was always behind the scenes, and she came from a very, very cultured, traveled, international life, and she was always behind the scenes supporting her husband and supporting Hillary Clinton. And this was her first interview ever. Beautiful, beautiful woman. And her first interview on TV, anything, instead of her prepping for interviews. And they asked her, why now? And it was so much like what we do here. You think these beautiful, beautiful people with money and international acclaim and celebrities, right? You would think they always have a voice. And she said, to give myself a voice to come forward. Because if I did not tell my story and my life and my legacy was being told by others. And I have to come forward and tell my life edited as my life, not other people to say why I did what I did. So here she is, this incredibly powerful woman, married and in the spotlight for many, many different things, says this is why she had to come forward, because she felt her voice was not being told. And you realize everyone's the same, we're all the same. I thought that was so powerful, because you would think, you look at her, she could say anything to anyone, traveled in incredible international circles with money and prestige and accolades. But her voice was not her voice. People were speaking for her.
And which is more powerful, what people are saying or the truth coming out?
For her, it was the truth.
Not for her, I mean in general, in life.
Whose truth, though?
Well, this is my point. My point is that what people say seems to have more legs in belief.
Until you say it.
Until you come out.
Right? I mean, people can talk about you, Slick, and people can talk about us, and apparently they are. I heard that yesterday until I said that's
Oh, we're not moving.
We're
And
not
we
moving,
haven't
by the
moved,
way.
and
Yeah,
we're still here. by
We're
the
right.
way.
We're still in the same studio. We have not moved. But you realize even the little things, have you moved? No, which means people are talking about us. But no, the truth has to come out. And until you confront the truth, until you address the elephant in the room, which you and I have to do, people are going to talk.
Yeah, I don't confront anybody.
That's not true. You confront. What a slick, really?
Who do I confront?
Anybody and
That's not
everybody.
true. I don't.
Yeah.
You want to think I'm a slob? Think it.
Who said that?
Well, you're making it sound like I defend myself. I ain't doing that.
But this woman, it was so amazing that she felt she had to come forward. And you would think when you look at somebody, they have it all together.
Everybody who thinks you have it all together, people are people are people, and you know what? They're still people.
It doesn't matter how much money, what you look like, where you come from, how you wear your hair. It's getting your voice out. It's this platform that you and I have done for 6 years, is giving people a platform to tell their story and their voice.
And only the people in this room and in this building that know what we go through day in and day out will always say, look at how much work is put into all of this. This doesn't happen because we want it to happen or wish it to happen. It happens because we roll up our sleeves and get it done.
So you look at the messages of the day. You say we get 7 messages every day. To me, that was message 1. That was continue on the path that we have set to give people a voice to be heard and tell their truths. And that's how it all is meant to be.
And listen, this goes for everybody who's watching out there. There were 7 messages. Listen to at least 3 and you'll be way ahead of the game. My goal every day is to talk to 7 different people. 7 different people. And it doesn't matter what we're going to talk about, because normally when you do that, good things tend to happen.
And mine is to try to see the good in people.
And she's going to be watching for a long time.
Come on, Slick. See, but
That's perspective.
you know what I think happens, at least for me, we get so wrapped up in everyone's stuff
Not
and
so- not
everyone's
we, you
me
get
and
wrapped up.
everyone's problems and everyone's things that they've got going on, and let me tell you about this, and how do I do this for my show, and how do
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but sometimes I gotta clear out my heart and embrace it all
But
with
you
goodness.
see, now you're answering a question, asking a question at the same time. You can't be in 2 spots at one time.
Why?
Because you can't. You can't say
It's
one
looking
thing
from a
and then.
different perspective, though.
Why don't you just try to be you and get out of your head? Let things come, and then you decipher what you want to do. Why don't you try that for a change? Everybody wants to control destiny. Everybody wants to manifest. Everybody. We got so many people trying to get from point A to point Z, they forget about all the other ladders.
Well, that's the other side to it, 100%.
Just be nice to one another, man. They don't take that much work.
So apparently Boca Hospital had their big pink luncheon.
I heard about this.
All, to support breast cancer awareness. And it's always a huge, incredibly wonderful event right here in our community. And it's always held at the Boca Raton Resort. But here we are post-COVID, and everyone takes political sides on a luncheon to promote, to help raise awareness for breast cancer. I don't know how that becomes political,
'Cause haters be hating.
but apparently that too becomes
Haters be
political.
hating.
Because people are at a luncheon, whether you wear a mask or not wear a mask, you're inside. It's like, when can we come out of this, and when does the judgment stop as to
When
what
they
you
get
do?
in your head, they win. There's a couple of souls in this room who are about to learn how being successful bites, because it does. And you got to learn not to bite back and
he's
just
learned.
move on. No, he's learning.
Oh, he's learning.
He's
as
learning.
are we
But
not?
he also doesn't see it all the time. He thinks that it's a joke, and then until it bites him where it hurts.
You don't realize the power that you have, not the power, but the prestige. Oops. As I fall off my chair, that you
It's because she drank too much coffee. Tonight, 6 o'clock, debut of, what's the name of the show?
She's looking at you.
You don't know the name of the show?
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
What's the name?
Tune in. Better Hair, Better Life.
There you go.
Better Hair, Better Life. This is the doctor that we met here before, who talks about a new technology that they have about hair growth. And I can tell you, I looked into it.
How is it?
I'm a candidate.
Are you?
Yeah. And a lot of questions I have. So I put a little glimpse of the show. And Alana is going to be the host tonight.
Very
Going
nice.
to push her out of her element.
Would you try to grow hair again if you could?
No.
Are you happy with the way you are?
I'm gonna tell you, I am happy with my life. I'm happy the way it is. I wish the diabetes would go away, but that, unfortunately, I like to eat food and it doesn't. So that's on me. And I just, I'm the bodega.
You are the bodega.
That's all I want. That's all I want out of life. And it's gonna light me up. Friday night, I lit up because I found a lot of things about our host on Friday night that I was not aware of. I'm about to find out more about somebody else in here, one way or the other. And I'm learning more and more about Sick every day. And if it brings me closer to our crew, oh yeah, you'll be surprised what I know about Patty, man.
Okay, cool.
It brings me closer and closer. Like we had Anna, her sister, in here. We had Cracker Barrel, who's another nut job, but it brings me closer and closer to them. And you can't ask for a better recipe in life. Because I gotta tell you, you want to talk bad about me, talk. You want to talk good about me, it makes no difference to me. Really doesn't. I know what I gotta do. I know what I want to do. And if you want to join me, I always room at my table. Always. I don't hold a grudge. Stopped doing that a long time ago. And it's time, my time on this planet is limited. So it's time to watch all those with that different energy to spin up and go. I've told you this for 6 years. You don't wait for the game to happen. You make it happen. Get or get got, right? I've always told you that. And let's go get it, man. Because you know something? The journey is more fun than the end game. Trust me when I tell you this. The journey is the fun. The 6.5 million that was lost and made and lost, there ain't no fun in that. But getting there, I'm gonna tell you, it's a whole lot of fun.
You having some fun?
I am. I love the arts. I love this room. I love that energy.
It looks great.
This is a guy I can rely on, which I can't tell you in my life. There are 5 people on this hand, and 2 of them are my son that I can say I can rely on. And that's a big deal for me. And you got a blue chip, and there are people walking around with a blue chip in their wallet. And you're going to meet them, I think, Christmas.
Really? You got people coming in?
Yes,
Blue
sir.
chip.
Wow.
Blue chip. They have a favor. Anything they want, they get from me. No questions asked.
Very nice.
That's my
But a lot of
bucket
good
list.
stuff. So messages of the day. We're going to go pick up some new art from a new artist we've got coming in.
Yes, and today's show is brought to you by Coffee News. Get your bulletin in this bad boy because if you are in here, you get to be interviewed on these shows as well. So check it out. What's the phone number? Because I ain't got my glasses.
For Coffee News, 954-951-7870. And a big congratulations to one of the hosts of our Kids in Cape show. We have her bat mitzvah was last week. So to think that 3 years already, season 3.
What?
This is the party. The bat mitzvah was in New York. And
That
the party's
happens?
is coming up.
So
Yes.
this is like a wedding and we're going to the honeymoon?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you people are strange,
Pretty
man.
much so. So congratulations to Brielle. So a whole lot of goodness coming up. Our kids
I
are
didn't
growing
realize
up
that.
is all I can tell
That's
you.
this Saturday, right?
Yes, it is.
Find something to wear.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I gotta be working.
Don't go with the Dawn.
I was thinking about that.
Don't go with Dawn.
I was thinking about that.
I gotta-
Mrs. Doubtfire is what they're calling
I gotta
it.
find a dress
Wayne,
that fits.
you're not funny, Wayne. What is it with the Doubtfire? Well, I thought it was
You
Julia
look like
Childs.
Mrs. Doubtfire. It was hilarious.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Robin
sorry.
Williams, right behind
That
you.
wasn't what my intent was.
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
Yes, let's go get some art.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Find your messages and what fills your heart. We'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Cup runneth over.
No, company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs because, you know, your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.